Hey guys, happy Monday. Happy Labor Day. I'm in the office, I'm getting some stuff done. Just wanted to go over with you real quick about refinances because I spoke to a guy this morning. We talked about refinancing. He inquired, rates are low. Everybody's getting real ravenous about refis and purchases. And we've seen some crazy stuff this last few months here. But I'm talking to this guy and, we run his app, we run his numbers. And at the end of the day, he says, you know what, it just doesn't really make sense for me. Even though I'm qualified, I'm only going to save $150 a month. It's just not really worth it to me to proceed with this for only $150 a month. And I said, fair enough. Let's sleep on it. We'll revisit this, later this week. Maybe we can talk and figure it out. And so we hang up, and then I start thinking, about what we had talked about. And this is a guy that has long-term financial goals, right? He wants to pay for his kids' college tuition. He wants to, buy that second home. He wants to do things financially that he doesn't really perceive $150 a month as something that's going to change that. And so I called him back and I said, hey man, look, we need to look at this over the long haul. What is this $150 a month going to do over the long haul period of time, over the next several years? Because, when I look at refinancing, of course, there's a monthly savings. I mean, of course, it loosens up your budget, but $150 a month to me needs to be looked at over the course of 5, 10, 15 years. And how is that really impacting you? And so we talked about it and I said, hey, $150 a month, think of it this way. You want to pay for your kids' college tuition. They're going to school in the next, I think it's like 11 or 10 years, 10 or 11 years. If you save $150 a month, it may not be that much, but that's $1,800 a year. And by the time you move out of your house, it's gonna be almost 23 grand. Because we got online, we looked on Google, and the internet never lies. It says that the people in Houston apparently live in their homes for 12 and a half years on average, which I found a little bit high, but I trust the internet because the internet is always right. So we talked about that. We said by the time you sell your house, by saving this measly $150 a month, you'll have paid for your college kids' tuition. And so that put it in a whole different perspective for him. And then we started talking about, okay, what if I do this? What if I do that? How do I structure this to really provide benefit to me over the next 10 to 12 years? Because I think a lot of people look at refis and they struggle to see beyond next month or even next year. And when I look at a refi, I think you have to look at what you're doing over the long term. You're restructuring what's likely your largest investment. So looking at it in an immediate context, it doesn't really make sense to me. So when you look at it over the long haul, you can see that it provides you with a pretty tremendous benefit. In 12 and a half years, somebody's saving $300 a month is saving 45 grand. And that's assuming that you're not putting it in any sort of account that grows. That's just cash that you're saving. So if you have questions about refinancing, it does not make sense for everybody. It just doesn't, but it's worth inquiring. It's worth looking into, and I'd be happy to talk to you about it. So give me a call if you have any questions. You have a great weekend. Bye.